We are currently in the chapter called A Change of Course. And we'll begin with a question tonight from Teresa. Should I contemplate while engaged in activity or only when I'm not doing anything else? And Rinpoche answers, try to apply contemplation to your activity. If you are watching the evening news, contemplate suffering. Or when you upset someone, contemplate karma. Then, when you allow the mind to rest, remain aware. If you are sewing, let the mind settle with each stitch. Don't let it go here and there, following your thoughts. If you are writing, let the mind settle with the movement of the pen or your fingers on the keyboard. When the mind is aware, when it becomes one with your activity, you are protected from negative thoughts. Maintaining awareness has the same effect as directing the mind towards positive thoughts, and it brings forth mind's positive qualities. Centuries ago, the Indian Mahasiddhas attained enlightenment while working at ordinary jobs. Some meditated while they pounded sesame seeds, others while they played musical instruments, dug ditches, or wove fabric. Regardless of what we do outwardly, bringing an awareness to all our activities is meditation. It's not enough to do an hour or two of formal meditation in the morning and then let the mind run wild the rest of the day. In a tug of war, if two people are pitted against 22, who's going to win? We need to practice as much as we can, contemplating or relaxing for short periods, many times throughout the day. Whenever we realize we have forgotten to do so, we bring the mind back. Then there's a follow-up to that question. When I'm involved in different activities, I tend to become so absorbed that I forget to meditate. What can I do to remember? Rinpoche answers, actually, you are meditating all day, but on the wrong things. Things that will increase rather than reduce suffering. 100,000 times each day, we repeat the mantra, I, me, mine. This is what I need. This is what I want. This is our current meditation. Instead, establish a routine to remind yourself of others' needs, just as you would tie a string around your finger as a reminder to pick something up at the market. When you start your car, reestablish pure motivation. Or as you pass by others on the street, cultivate loving kindness. Meditation involves bringing something to mind, or the mind to something, again and again. If we think of compassion only during the 1 week of the year that we go on retreat or vacation, we will never fully develop it. Once there was a respected Lama whose mother had very negative habits. He begged her to meditate to purify her karma, but she wasn't interested. So he placed some bells on the spindle of her spinning wheel, on the door to her room, and on her kitchen utensils. Then he requested, Mother, please, whenever you hear a bell ring, repeat the mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. The old woman truly loved her son and wanted to make him happy. So whenever she heard one of the bells ring, she would say, Om Mani Padme Hum, which was a little bit like repeating, I'm obligated to pay this tax, or this is my son's demand, Om Mani Padme Hum. We too can use items or events in our daily life as reminders, ideally with a more pure motivation.